Hi, it's Dave Kurlan, and this is my rant of the day. I used to work with a guy who was a pilot. He had a small private plane, and I remember when he got his pilot's license, he had to take private lessons one-on-one for a certain number of hours, and he had to get a certain number of hours of flying time in before he could be licensed. And basically, that allowed him to take off, navigate, and land. But the next step was he had to be certified for instrumentation. And an instrument rating allowed him to fly the plane in unfavorable conditions, like clouds and weather. So, of course, that got me thinking about sales. And salespeople don't have to get licensed. I mean, if they're selling something that where the product requires licensing, of course, but just to sell, the barrier to entry is a business card. And these days, a lot of salespeople don't even have business cards. So you can start selling without knowing anything about selling, and it should be illegal. And then the next step, unfavorable conditions. For salespeople, all conditions are unfavorable, unless it's a salesperson who's taking call-ins and they're literally just taking orders. Or it's repeat business and they're literally just taking orders. Or it's residual business and they don't even have to take an order, they just get credit for it. Unless it's one of those three things, then salespeople are selling into unfavorable conditions and they should be instrument rated. And I'm not talking about technology like CRM or any of the other software applications that would support sales activity. I'm talking about freaking selling. So the equivalent or the sales equivalent to an instrument rating would be sales process, that you are certified to follow and apply and execute a best practices, staged, milestone centric, buyer focused sales process that's been optimized so that the milestones appear in the right sequence so that the process builds upon itself. To me, that would be the minimally acceptable version for sales of an instrument rated pilot. But why aren't more salespeople taking sales process seriously? Because there's no governance, there's no licensing, there's no FAA, nobody's paying attention. Sales managers don't care how you do it. Sales leaders don't care how you do it. So unless it's a company initiative and we get a sales process built, customized, optimized, introduced, everybody follows it, sales managers hold salespeople accountable for following it, people just wing it. And when you wing it in sales, the results are unpredictable. You lack control. The chances aren't very good. And you'll be in reactive mode and you'll be in facilitation mode. And none of those bode well for a salesperson who wants to close more business. So, to end my rant of the day, be sales process focused. If your company doesn't have what I'm talking about, along with a custom predictive sales scorecard, make your company get this. It's important. This is Dave Kurlan. That was my rant of the day.